just as I start to vlog, an aeroplane flies over the house. Don't know if you can hear it. Oh, getting hot now I'm talking. I've barely used my voice all day today. I've just not been in a very chatty mood. Toby's been out cycling for a big chunk of the day. Bill and Wilf have been playing. I have done a workout, PE. I do that Strong by Zumba. It's a 20-minute. An alarm went off. I'll leave the link below if I remember, if anyone's interested, because what I like about it is I have been doing it for 2-3 months, and although it's easier now, I mean, I don't have to stop and I don't have to go to the toilet halfway through. It's still really, really effective. And I love the fact that just at the point where you think, can't do anymore, you move on to a different move. And you get just as sweaty as ever. So it's not like it's not working. But I did spend the morning knitting, nicking, I was about to say. With Dan and Kay, the bakery bears. And I finished my crunkled socks. I'm looking around because I'm trying to remember what I've done with my sock bookers. Here they are. This is my bag of bits I want to chat to you about at some point this week before the daily vlogs stop. Ooh, what's happened? Something has gotten in this and had a party. Right, I've sorted that out and it took 3 minutes. I know what happened. Someone or something knocked the basket off and someone or something got in a muddle. Looking at you dogs, I'm looking at you kids, and threw it all back in the basket in a panic and didn't tell me. And one of the kids broke my handmade soap dish today. Came up into the bedroom and went, Mum, no soap dish. Well, the soap is stuck to it and it's just smashed in the sink. No apology. What have I been raising? Eh? Right. These are my crunkled socks. Pattern by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears. It's a lovely texture. It's ever so simple. I'm not going to give anything away, but it's just basically a series of knits and purls, 2 knits, 2 purls in a particular sequence. I think it's a 9-row repeat, but it's infinitely memorable. And you can see I went a bit wrong here. Got a skinny one there. That's because I did one less than I should have done. But after that point, I was able to read my knitting perfectly. So I didn't have to look at the pattern really, apart from just to check what I was doing with the heel. It's a slip stitch heel. And there's a link on the pattern to how to close the gaps that you can invariably get at the top of the gusset, where the gusset increases are. So that was useful because I'm capable of doing it tidily, but I never really know how I do it. I sort of wing it each time, but now I know specifically where to go and what to do, which is essentially what I was doing before, but I was winging it. I was instinctively doing it. So now it's nice to know, nice to do it with knowledge. The yarn is by Hedgerow Yarns. Yeah, Hedgerow Yarns. This is how much I've got left, so a substantial amount. Probably not enough for shorty socks, because I did 2 or 3 extra rows on my heel flap because I wanted more height here, because I don't have a high instep when you look at my foot, but knitting patterns wise I need that extra few rows. I think what it is it's not that I've got a high instep, I've got quite a big heel. So Hedgerow Yarns Tweedy Sock, 85 Superwash Merino, 15% Donegal nep. So there's no nylon in here. So the Donegal with the neps, that's the little speckles, must be what gives it the strength to take a beating from your feet. I absolutely love this. This is, I think this is where my taste is heading, the much more natural, muted, earthy kind of aesthetic. It's got your umbrella toe. You're supposed to Kitchener stitch up the last 8 stitches, but I'm lazy, so I do what I call a puckered mouth. It looks like this. I just slip the yarn through the stitches and then I just stitch it up and give it a little puckered mouth. Same alarm went off because I hit snooze. I didn't think I'd be talking for this long, but I am, because I had to tidy up that mess. Yeah, so there we go. I don't think there's anything more to say about those. I've said who the pattern's by. I've said about the wool. I've told about my modifications there and there. Yeah, done. So of course, when you cast one off, you need to cast one on. I'm about to embark in the next couple of weeks on an exciting test knit, which I will be going at full pace. Elbow News, really doing really well, and I'm not really sure, I'm just trying to get this exercise thing to show. I'm not really sure exactly why it's suddenly so much better than it was. Maybe I needed to knit. But I've got this thing here. Someone asked me what I've been using. It's a TheraBand. It was recommended to me by a lovely viewer of this vlog, and I just ordered it online. And what you do is it's easier for me when I'm standing up. So you grip it like this. So you get your baddie arm in front and at the bottom. So if it was this one, I would hold it like that. But this is my bad arm. And you grip it hard, and then you've got to straighten your arms in front of you. So it's now got a twist. We're holding this with tension, and under complete and utter control, you have to rotate your bad wrist forward slowly until the twist is undone. And that strengthens up and stretches a part of your arm that you need to strengthen up and stretch to heal your injury. So hold it like this, stretch it forward. That movement there used to be so painful. I used to think it was doing me damage, but it's fine. And then you just slowly, with control, let the twist come out of the bar. Yeah, it's been really helpful. That, along with doing this, putting my fingers back for 1 to 2 minutes, that really helps. Massage really helps. I take ibuprofen at night time if it's been particularly painful that day, just to let the inflammation go down whilst it's resting. I was sleeping in a brace to stop me from bending my arm, because I sleep with my hands up like this on my side, and that was causing problems. So I was sleeping in a weird brace, but I don't need to do that anymore. And I massage it a lot. I'm constantly fiddling with it. And because blood supply to the tendons is not very good, I'll rub it, get it hot, and give it a bit of a smack, which is probably something that nobody would recommend you do. So don't do it on my advice. but I figure if that's a way of getting blood there, and blood that can bring all your healing properties, then that's what I'm doing. Okay, I'll just pack that away. Put that up there, my cutting table. I wasn't going to talk about that today. I mean, I was going to talk about it today, but not at that point. Where I was going was when you cast one off, you want to cast one on. So I've got my bento bag I made the other day, ages ago now. The fabric was from my mate DSG 1964 on Instagram, Debs. She's incredible if you just want beautiful old fabrics. And the socks I'm going to do, which I shouldn't be doing because I had 2 others printed out and ready to go ahead of things, but I just wanted to give this a go. It's their first published pattern. It's Catherine. You know Catherine, who's donated the knitters necklaces for me to raffle off soon. It's her first sock pattern, and I just really, I know the light's terrible, wanted to do it. So beautiful. The pattern does call for 3 different yarns, but I could only find 2 that went really well together, and they're these Mr. B's yarns, which can't remember what they're called. One of them is, this one's Midnight Fox. I'm blanking on what this one is, but it's a beautiful orangey brown. Can't believe that this is the kind of colour I love now. It's just not me at all. Yeah, and then this gorgeous grey with rusts and browns and reds and yellows and oranges. It's like a grey autumnal day, which is one of my favourite days of the year. And I'm going to knit the body of the sock in this one, and then these Hugs and Kisses, that dark band is Hugs and Kisses in this one. Hopefully it'll show enough. And I'm not going to have this other contrast there because I don't have a yarn. No, that won't work. So I'd like to cast those on soon, but I have got some chili podsters that I started ages ago, which are these mittens, flip top, convertible mittens with a flip top thumb, which I thought would be useful if I do Vlogtober, which, let's face it, I probably will because I do love vlogging. So I am going to stop vlogging on Friday. Friday will be the last day that I record, but I'm a bit behind getting my vlogs up, so probably that will come out on Sunday, Monday next week. And then throughout August, I really need to pin myself down and get on with a load of outstanding stuff that I've just been pushing back, and I can't push it back anymore. And I've been putting off things because I'm scared of doing them, and I can't do that anymore. So I intend to not be gone all month. I wouldn't like that. I would miss you all. But I won't be around every day. But I haven't thought things through properly. I don't really know what kind of form. Okay, that's the 3rd time that alarm's gone off. So that's 18 minutes I've been chatting on and off. So I'm just going to go now. I'll probably repeating myself anyway. And therefore, I will see you all tomorrow. And I hope you've all had a good weekend. I'm sure there's something else I wanted to say. I'm very behind with answering comments. I've read most of them. I haven't read them all, I must admit. Some days, I don't know. I thought I'd be less busy once lockdown lifted slightly and homeschooling stopped, but other things have just moved in to sap up my time. And it's not unpleasant, it just means that I have less time available to me to go on my phone, which is no bad thing. But it is when you want to be saying thank you and replying to people who've been kind enough to take a moment out of their day, not only to watch this drivel, but also to say hi and say that they like this drivel. I like my drivel too. That's why it's going to be so hard not to vlog through August, but you know, maybe that will encourage me to just bang it all out and get it all done. Wouldn't it be lovely if I could get it all finished in a week? Never going to happen. Oh, I've got so many bites on my legs. Okay, good night. See you soon. Thanks again.